light little, right there. There's a fish. That's a big one too. Get him off your finger now, get him on your reel.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's a nice male. No, he's not kicking my hiney. That was that other fish upriver that kicked my hiney. This, ladies and gentlemen, how's that, Jeff? It's beautiful.
It's an 8-9-pounder, 8-pounder.
Since the early 2000s, I've been in love with Great Lakes steelhead fishing. Specifically, the spring and fall runs of steelhead coming up rivers in northern Pennsylvania and Ohio. These fresh-run fish hammer correctly presented flies and, once hooked, put up fantastic fights for an angler.
So hit him. There we go. Nice. Let him run. There we go. You got a perfect spot to fight him. Lots of room.
They jump, they rip line off your reel, and they test the limits of your terminal tackle. Anglers may debate whether these strong fighting fish are truly steelhead or just lake run rainbow trout, but frankly, I don't care. What matters to me and my friends is that these trout are so much fun to catch on a fly. On this adventure, I'm joined by my good friend Tim Flagler and his son Drew. This is Drew's first time fishing for Great Lakes steelhead, and he is in for a pleasant surprise. In this special show, we're going to take a deep dive examination of the famed Great Lakes steelhead runs of Ohio and Pennsylvania. From fly selection to presentation options, we will cover it all, including the use of two-handed fly rods.
Ooh, that's a nice sized fish.
Absolutely fantastic. Nice. Oh my goodness, that's the kind of fish that makes stickers out of.
The new fly fisher is supported by Quebec Outfitters, Nunavik Tourism, Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada,
I love fishing for trout in new and exciting destinations. The American West, Canada's North, and even Patagonia. So many wonderful destinations to angle for brook, brown, and even rainbow trout. Great and exciting locations, but they're often very expensive, both in terms of cost and travel time. Back in 2003, I was fortunate to be introduced to fishing for Great Lakes steelhead thanks to an exceptionally kind angler, Jeff Blood. Virtually every year since then, with just a few exceptions, my friends and I have made the drive to Ohio and Pennsylvania to fish the numerous rivers that run into Lake Erie. Like all fishing trips anywhere, some years were better than others, but overall, the fishing for these big, strong, chromed Great Lakes steelhead has been nothing short of outstanding. In fact, my friends and I believe the fishing in this region is world-class and very affordable for most anglers, which is why we keep coming back every spring and fall. For this trip, I'm fortunate to be joined by my friend Tim Flagler, who is renowned for his instructional fly tying channel on YouTube. Accompanying Tim is his son Drew, who has never fly fished for Great Lakes steelhead before. This should be fun. It's mid-December, a time when many think the fishing season is done and over. But things have changed in terms of the seasons for steelhead, as I learned from Kurt Bidekoffer, who's guiding us this week with his daughter Morgan. It's our first day. It's overcast and cool, but definitely not cold for a mid-December day. Our first fishing destination was literally less than a minute away from our accommodations here in Conneaut. After setting up our rods, we all headed down to the Conneaut River to see if there was any fresh steelhead in. Kurt takes Tim up to a good-looking run and instructs him on how to present the fly properly based on the current water conditions.
All these streams are all slate bottom streams, so we're looking for the little cuts. So anywhere you see the dark, and just kind of fish all the dark spots, clean over to right behind that rock. Hit him, there we go. Nice, let him run. There we go.
So you have these fish named, Kurt? Is that the...
This is Jim. Real, he's coming in the hole. Big thing is just keep that bed. Yep.
Yeah.
Real. All right, there we go. Nice, good work. Oh, well,
right there.
Nothing you did wrong.
Yep.
That's what happens. So Tim's he's got a 10-foot rod. You can see the way he's fishing right now is he has no fly line on the water. So you always get the best drift, the less fly line you actually have on the water. You need to set on everything, and it's, whether that indicator just pauses, sometimes it's actually gonna go under, sometimes it's gonna do like a double twitch, and you just gotta set on everything. Once you realize if you hooked into a rock and you go over that exact same spot the next time, you can kind of let it dip and go past that rock. But until you know, every rock is a fish, because the rocks hit just like the fish hit. Try and get people to realize that don't get hung up because you are gonna lose some fish. That's all part of the game. That's why we chase these things. Well, that's a nice fish. Wow, that's a nice one there, bud. That's a real good one. Yeah, that one's 8+, 8 or 9.
Nice.
Nice fresh fish. Nice fresh
Yeah,
end.
right.
Looks like. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Yeah, that's a nice, fresh,
nice,
thick fish.
right.
Well, that lake is so healthy. It's just producing some amazing fish this year. Yeah, nice. Nice fish. Took the little blood dot. I mean, that is a heavy fish.
Come here, old girl. That fish has been eating good.
That fish is beautiful. I mean, absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, sweetheart. Very nice.
Nice. That's what we're looking for.
That was fun.
We didn't have to travel far this morning.
No. That's, that was a good call.
Watch out. Let him run.
Oh.
Real. Quick. He's coming back. There you go. Nice. All right, yep, let him go again.
I don't think it's as big as the others, Kurt, but...
Well, we're going to find out. He'll probably hear you insulting him. He's going to take off again.
Calling him a smaller fish and go tearing off somewhere back to the lake.
It's a nice fish. It's not a little fish.
No?
It's another nice fresh one. Yeah, they don't get any prettier.
That's a beautiful fish, huh?
Beautiful. Nice hen. Beautiful hen.
You ready to let her go?
All right. Nice.
While Tim was busy hooking into one steelhead after another, I fished just below him and was also busy catching fish, one sucker after another. Seems this morning I am the master angler of sucker catching. We spent less than 2 hours fishing this run, then Kurt suggested we jump into our trucks to drive the short distance into Pennsylvania and to fish Elk Creek. Elk Creek is one of many rivers in northern Pennsylvania that have good runs of steelhead. There's lots of public water, and today we're fishing one of the more difficult parts of the river to reach. There's a well-beaten path down to the river, but it can be slippery, especially after rain or snowfall, so caution is recommended when traveling down this particular public access. But this is probably one of the prettiest sections of the river with its steep cliffs and wooded hills.
All right, so we're on another creek here in PA right now. Drew's about to go in, and we're just, again, these creeks have a lot of slate in the bottom, and we're looking for little cuts, little dark spots. Today the water's pretty clear. We can see some dark shapes moving out here in this one dark spot, so we know we got some fish there. We're gonna go try and get one on a bite. But that's what you're looking for. Just if you see the light, don't fish to the light stuff. You gotta fish to the dark spots that are in these little cuts. You're not gonna have a lot of current where they're sitting.
Sure.
So just kind of cast just up above there and let it drop right through.
After getting down to the river, we set up our rods and began fishing a nearby run that looked really good.
That's a good one.
The water was clear and a bit low, but Kurt assured us that there was fish here.
Yeah, you can bring it right in.
So we spread out and began casting our 2-fly rigs into the current using an indicator.
He's still pretty green, Colin.
It didn't take too long, and both Tim and I were hooked up with our first doubleheader of the day.
We are very fortunate because there's not many places in the world you're going to go and catch 2 of these at the same time.
After releasing our fish, Kurt joined Drew and gave him instruction how to properly fish this water with an indicator setup.
We're actually going to try and land the flies and kind of almost straight out from the indicator, so that when I throw them in, then the flies are actually, in this case, so usually they're going to trail the indicator coming down. In this case, it's kind of shallow. I can see them. I want to throw the flies directly in front of the indicator and actually throw them in so that the indicator's almost behind the flies to start with, and to get them down. And we won't lead those fish quite so much as what you usually would. Maybe land about 4 feet in front of them.
Thanks to his expert instruction, it didn't take long for Drew to tie into his first steelhead.
Hit him. There we go. There we go. There, reel, 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 reel. All right, let him go. There we go. Nice work. All right, walk up this way a little bit. You just don't want him to wrap us on that rock. Besides that, we're in pretty good shape. Nice work, Drew. Yep, there you go. You're good. Oh, nice jump. Oh. Very cool. Doing good. No, we got a jumper. Just kind of put that rod butt right in your forearm. There you go. Yep. Take a little stress off your arm. There you go. Yep, just keep nice heavy side pressure on it. Don't let it get too comfortable wherever it's sitting. Nice. Let's just go ahead and back on in. All right, just kind of bring the rod up over my head, just kind of lift and come right up high. Yeah, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah. Nice work, buddy.
Thank you, Kurt.
Awesome, bud. Nice work. Nice casting. Persistence pays off. That's awesome. Jumps out of that fish.
What a pretty fish.
Nice. Nice work, buddy.
Oh, man.
Face him right out there.
Fish.
There he goes. Sweet.
Oh, man. That was something.
Might as well do it again.
Thank you.
As we walked upriver and continued to fish runs and pools that looked promising, the snow started to come down gently. What an incredibly beautiful December day.
There we go. Oh, that's a good one. Hit him. Nice. That's a good one, buddy. Nice, nice, nice. Excellent. Yep. Yep. Just keeping this side of the rock. That's all. Yep. Oh! There you go. Just a little bit more. You can step out a little bit too. You'll be fine. There we go. Right there. That's it. That's it. That's nice. That's where we want to be. Oh, yeah. Nice, nice, nice. There you go. Good, good, good. All right. Now just nice and easy now. Nice and easy. Good. There you go. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh. Even better, there were fresh run steelhead everywhere, and we caught and released one fish after another. What an epic day of fishing.
You got him. Nice work. Yeah. It's a nice little fresh one here. Yep, just stay where you're at. Nice hen. This one ate the nymph. Ate the stonefly. There's a nice chrome fish. There we go. Oh, that's a nice fresh fish. Really fresh one.
It's now later in the day, and we've reached a truly beautiful stretch of river with high hills all around us. Kurt explained to Drew the importance of sunglasses and how to use them to fish this pot of steelhead they've recently spotted.
So Drew, right now, again, we've got pretty clear conditions right now, and we have spotted a nice pot of fish out here in front of us, so we can see them. And a big difference is in that we got to have good sunglasses, or at least, and I see you got them too. We both have amber glasses on today, which we got overcast skies, so amber is my favorite for that, or something that's not real dark when you're in dark conditions, but it is super important because we can see the dark shapes out here, and without sunglasses, you're not going to see them. So we would have maybe just walked right past this spot. We're trying to, as we're casting up, again, you're doing a good job of that. We're letting that fly. We're letting it get down, and we're staying in contact with it. And sometimes we can actually see that fish either move to it. Sometimes you can actually, if it's clear enough, you'll see the white of its mouth when it actually goes to suck that thing in. So they will eat, but we need to get that nice tight presentation to them where it's just coming as natural as possible and just straight in through them.
Wonderful. Perfect.
All right. Now all you gotta do is go do it.
Okay.
All right, let's go catch them. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just letting the rod kind of do.
Yep, absolutely, doing fine. Probably what we want to do. Let's just walk across here, and we're going to land it over there where Colin is. Just kind of pull that fish, get him to come. We'll get him to come right around the better area to fight him in over there. So. Oh. There are so many fish out there. Good heavy side pressure, Drew. Now you just start all over again now. Nice. Nice. Oh.
There she goes.
That's all right.
After a spectacular first day of fishing in both Ohio and Pennsylvania, plus lots of walking, I can tell you we were all very tired. We made a quick supper, ate, and then headed for bed. It didn't take long for sleep to come, and we all certainly had smiles on our faces as we nodded off. The second day of our trip, it was sunny but very cold and windy. Kurt recommended we not rush out to go fishing, but instead take our time and relax. Tim used his time after breakfast to tie a fly he had spotted in Kurt's fly box the day before. If you want to tie this deadly fly, known as Kurt's Creek Minnow, go to the description box attached to this video for the link. Conneaut is basically located in the center of this region, commonly referred to as Steelhead Alley. Steelhead Alley also includes parts of Lake Ontario, but for our discussion, we're focused on the rivers flowing into Lake Erie. As this map indicates, there are lots of accessible waters to fish for anglers in both Pennsylvania and Ohio. While Tim tied some flies, I chatted with Kurt about steelhead fishing in this region and what anglers who visit can expect.
So sometimes people ask me what they should expect fish-wise when they get here, and trying to remind people that we're just like any other fishery anywhere else in the world. We are very dependent on weather. I try and recommend that people come for at least 2 days. 4 or 5 days is even better. Reason being is if we get too much rain or too little rain, it really affects our fishery. So being here for a couple of days gives you the best shot at the best water conditions, which usually means you're going to have the best fishing. So some days you might hook 20, 25, 30, even 40 fish on an incredible day, and some days we may struggle to have 4 or 5 fish when we're in, really tough conditions. So just always tell people, if you can schedule a couple more days, do that. It'll be worth it in the long run.
Based on the current conditions, Kurt decided we should go upriver on the Conneaut to fish some private waters that are sheltered from the wind. He and Morgan jumped in their pickup truck while Tim, Drew, and I followed in my Suburban. After arriving, we set up for lunch on some picnic tables and enjoyed some great homemade chili in the sun. It's so wonderful to be outside at this time of the year. After lunch, Kurt walked me to a great-looking run with a deep bend pool. Tim and Drew went upriver with Morgan. Before wading in to fish, and since we were on private waters, I took this opportunity to discuss the reasons why public and private waters have their place in this region. So Kurt, one of the things that we were talking about when we were walking down the river here was about the difference between public and private waters. Like, these are private waters, private lands, not the water's not owned, but the land's owned, so people don't have access to it from the public. But there's a need for both, public and private, and you had some really good points.
First of all, it's real important just to even understand when you're in a different state, different country, you need to know the rules and regulations with that state or country. In Pennsylvania and Ohio, the rules are that the landowner owns the ground underneath the water, just like you said. So in Ohio, for example, you can float it with a boat, but you can't touch bottom. So you can't anchor up.
You can't get out of the boat.
You cannot get out of the boat. So you have to think about, if you're that boat person and you're going to be going through private water, that you just need to be aware of the situation and where you're at, and don't be getting out anywhere that you don't have permission to be. And certainly if you see posted signs, just row through and don't be getting out of the boat or anchoring up. We're fortunate there is quite a bit of public access, certainly in Pennsylvania and Ohio. The metro parks in Ohio have done a great job. And the public properties tend to be in the lower stretches of the river, which in general will have more fish. And obviously there's more people because there's more access. But in my business, I get a lot of clients who are older. Some of them have mobility issues. We do a lot of work with veterans. I need a place where I can take them, where I can get them there and I don't have to worry about racing people to the spot. And like I said, some people travel and they may have a compressed amount of time to even go fish an area. So they may not have time to run around and try and find a spot where there's not as many people. So this gives us the ability to maybe start later. On a day like today, we had a really cold morning and we know the fish are probably not going to be active. We didn't have to race to just go get a spot. We could wait till we knew the water temperatures were coming up and the fish are going to be more active to get there. It works great for the right clientele, but I do think there's still lots of public water. There's lots of places for people to fish. And an example where our lodge is, you can walk right out the back of my lodge. You can walk up and down the stream several miles each direction and fish anywhere you want. So when we get higher here, there is more private water, but we don't have the same amount of fish, but we don't have the angling pressure, and we're able to basically spend more time and just kind of relax and have it's a different atmosphere. Even if we catch a few less fish some days, it's just more relaxed. We can take our time, and most clients really enjoy that.
Well, it was a good conversation. I appreciate that, and hopefully it clarifies this for people that are watching this show and future shows and come to this area. Look at the rules and know you have options between public and private,
yes,
right? And there's a balance to be struck between the two, and hopefully there's lots of public and a little bit of private for those needs, right?
Right, and in the end, we have an absolutely incredible fishery. I mean, yesterday we fished both public and private. We fished 3 different streams. We caught fish on every stream. Big fish, lots of fish. And
world-class fishery.
World-class fishery.
And not having to go to Alaska.
Yes, and like I said, I guide it. I take clients to Alaska. There's a lot of days we don't do as well as we do here, and we have a much longer season. So we are very blessed. It's a fantastic fishery, and it's good for everybody.
Well, I got the white with the pink in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm not
So, yeah.
clear. I can see the
Yep.
cut.
Yep. So there's a cut right where that dark line is.
Yeah.
The whole way through, that's where they'll be sitting.
Oh, yeah.
And the water really looks dead on. There was a bunch here the other day.
Okay, so we got a really nice cut here. This is classic with the tree. And you've got a shelf over there and a deep dark hole where the steelhead will stack up, right?
Yep.
I've got a white death or zonker with an egg pattern. And it's about two to 3 feet between. And then split shot 18 inches above. I got a couple small ones going up to my indicator. So the whole rig's about 12 feet right now, but I might shorten it if I'm getting snagged up. Does that sound good to you?
That sounds perfect. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Yep, we'll try there, and then we'll go out maybe another 3 or 4 feet.
Keep the line off the water. This is where a long
Yes.
rod's real handy.
Absolutely, a big difference to that 10-foot rod. Watch the tree.
That tree? Oh, it came
No, it
down.
worked. All right.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Drop it down, drop
right
it
through
down.
there. Yep,
That
that's
might have
perfect. What you just did, Colin, and that's what I talk to my clients about all the time. Is you start with the rod high, and the lower the rod as you go, so that indicator goes on a straight line and doesn't curve at the end.
That might have been a fish there. Kind of like there?
Yeah, there, and even to about 4 foot over. You got him. There and there.
That stopped. That was a nice hit. Oh, he's out.
Oh no, we lost.
Another fish. That's 2 fish I've lost. And they're good hits too, solid.
Oh yeah, they sucked it in
And
good.
I can check my hook.
And you know, we're gonna lose a lot of fish. I mean, I tell clients, a fantastic day is when you land 50% of what you hook.
Yeah.
And there's many days you're not even gonna do that. So don't get discouraged. You just keep going. Get the next one. Enjoy the fun of at least hooking them. Oh, there we go. There we go.
And that
Nice.
one really hit.
Nice hit. Fish.
Oh.
Oh, no.
What is going on?
We got a bunch of fish there.
There's a bunch of fish. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this one.
There we go. Nice. Real perfect.
Away from that
Yep.
timber.
Yep. Just maybe step downstream, just a couple of steps.
Okay.
Just be careful. We got some big rocks behind you. Yep, that worked good right there.
So I'm using a 10-foot 7 weight. This one's your friend and my friend Jeff Blood's rod. We also got a 10-foot 7 weight Sage, and we've also got an Orvis Recon we're using on this trip. Okay. Now,
Well, that's a good fish, Colin.
looks pretty good. So generally we're using about 2x tippet
Yep.
because these fish are pretty strong. I like to use the rule of thumb is that you use the heaviest tippet you can so you can get the fish in fast.
Yeah, I think that's a great point because sometimes,
I'll put his head up here if you think he's ready.
yeah, he's probably gonna bolt when I go for him. That's pretty normal. We're gonna see if we can get him.
There, he just saw you now.
Yep.
I'm holding him though.
There, we got him. We got him.
Good job.
Nice.
Is it a good sized fish?
This is a trophy fish for here. This is a 30-inch male.
Look at that.
You can say he's been here for a while. You can see the color, but the size of his head is just enormous.
Look at the cape.
And he was upstream spawning. You can see he's got marks on him.
Yeah.
These fish in this particular river will run, up to 40 miles until they find the area they want to go lay their eggs.
Gorgeous.
And this is a PA fish here. This is a Pennsylvania stocked fish. This particular river we get 2 different strains, but this is a fall run fish, and he's been actively spawning already.
After fishing this run for over an hour, Kurt suggested we jump in the truck and drive downriver to some public waters. He felt that in the last hours of light, some fresh steelhead might move upriver from Lake Erie.
Yep, just cast right up into there. That's it. And just high stick it. Yep. They're gonna sit right where you're going through right now. And then that's pretty much it.
That's bottom.
Probably bottom there, yep. So try them this time, get it a little closer to us.
Like that?
Yep, exactly. And if you have to, almost drag it back a little bit. It's gonna kind of catch up there. But a lot of times once it gets into here, they're sitting closer. Try that one. We'll probably see how it sucks us back out. Oh, we got one. There we go. Oh, nice. That was a perfect drift. Now the hard part.
Woo!
Yep, just kind of stay there. I'm gonna see if I can get below it, Colin.
Okay. I'll keep his head
nice
up.
Fish. Nice fish. There we go. Nice, Colin. Another nice male. Beautiful fish.
You walked me into that. I didn't have to do
Beautiful.
anything. I think he took the zonker, didn't he?
No, he took the egg.
Took the egg.
It's on the
okay.
blood dot. This is probably another 28 incher. That other one was 30. This one's probably 28. Boy, I don't know. That's a beauty. That's a dandy. There's nothing wrong with that.
So I think, Kurt, that was a classic example of why people will want to come here to Ohio or Pennsylvania. And we're here like mid-December, and most people have packed up their fishing gear and maybe they're hunting or whatever, but they're thinking now bonefish, and yet look at the fish we've been getting the last few days. Tim and Drew and I, this is fantastic. This is what people like. This is, look at the weather even.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. And you can have snow here,
Yep.
but even then it's not that cold and it's still great fishing right
Yep.
into December and even beyond, right?
It just been, we've talked about it, in general, we've had some warmer weather, just general in our winters. And so if we have it, January and February can stay really good too. It just, it could lock up, or we could, we'll have some openings where the fishing can still be fantastic.
It is.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Had him for a second.
We had him for a second.
So basically anything where it stops, moves, pulls down like
hesitates,
that.
Until we've, sometimes if you run a bunch of drifts through and you're hitting the same, you're snagging up in the same exact spot, then you learn to kind of let it go over that spot. But until then, a rock hits just like a fish. So you got to set the hook. And like I said, a lot of times you're going to set on snags, but if you don't do it, you're going to miss a lot of fish. And when you get lazy is when you miss that. There we go.
Oh.
When you get lazy is when you saw that little hesitation and you hit it. But a lot of my clients will tell me, "Oh no, that was a rock," and sometimes I'll just let it go. And the next thing they kind of lift up, and there was a steelhead hanging on the end. There we go, nice take. That was perfect.
Get him on the reel.
Yep. Oh, nice fresh looking fish. Right. Oh boy, off to the races.
No, and keep him up here.
But this is where proper rod angle is huge, and putting a huge bend in that rod. That's these 10-foot rods are designed to really bend over, and we've got to put some heat on the fish, allow it to run when it wants to, but definitely need heat to try and land the fish as quickly as we can. So what Colin's running, I think he's got a tapered leader on this one. A lot of times I'll run just a straight 15-pound fluorocarbon off of my fly line to a micro swivel, which is a 30-pound swivel. So it's not going to break off. Yeah, this is a nice fresh fish. And then, oh shoot, it just popped off. Nothing he did wrong there. We're fishing next to slate. So, and sometimes when that fish is spinning around, they do have, just like that last one we caught, they've got some teeth to them. So sometimes we just get a nick in the leader. Didn't break at the knot, it broke above it. So we had a little, it just nicked somewhere and it broke. But that's why, again, we're using as heavy a leader as we can get away with, because they're hard enough to land as it is. You don't have to use 5X or whatever, and boy, it really cuts down your chances.
And just to be clear, that what's important here to me is getting the fish in fast so it has the best chance of revival.
Sure.
Right?
And it's hard to kind of teach the new clients, how to properly fight the fish. But yes, if we can get in as quickly as possible, the longer we fight it, the bigger the hole in the lip becomes, or the better chance that hook pulls out. And honestly, after you catch some of these fish, the most fun is that hook up, and when you see them jump, and if they come off, it's not the end of the world. It's just it's just a ball to do this.
It is.
We're gonna put them back anyhow.
While Kurt and I fished downriver, Morgan continued guiding Tim and Drew, who were having a great time. It seemed every run and every pool held steelhead. They were having a ball thanks to Morgan's guiding expertise.
So how long have you been fishing for, Morgan?
Pretty much as long as I can remember. I don't remember exactly how old I was the first time my dad had me out in the creek. From a very young age. The first time I landed a steelhead was probably when I was 6 or 7, but we had some stock trout close to us, so my dad would take me there, my younger sister too. He'd take both of us there to fish as well.
So what's it like having a father as a guide, and did that influence you getting into guiding at all?
It absolutely did. Guiding wasn't really anything I specifically had in mind of what I wanted to do after I was done with school. Guiding I didn't decide to do until about a year ago. I wasn't planning on it. It's just something that I didn't have in mind, wasn't super interested in. I felt like it made the most sense for me to do that next, and I kind of ran out of excuses of why not to, and so I decided I needed to try it, and I'm very thankful that I did. So we're very lucky. We have access to some private water. We have a couple miles of it, and that is just really nice sometimes. We still have really good fishing there, and something that when we have these colder days, these fish aren't going to be as hot in the morning, so we don't have to worry about getting up as early to get the spot.
So Kurt, really love the place we're staying at right now in Conneaut, and I've had my friends come here already, and they stayed at your place in Pennsylvania. You know, I think the biggest thing for me that I love about your accommodations, it's so different than a motel or a hotel. Your places are perfect because they're home, right? And they're so comfortable and they're so relaxed and there's no noise. They're perfect. Can you talk about the 3 places you've got?
Absolutely. So we have a house in Pennsylvania in Girard. That's right in the middle of where all the streams are there. It's a 5-bedroom, 2-bath house, very comfortable, great place to get away, great place when you want to fish all the PA streams or go to the lake in the summertime. It's perfect for that. Then in Conneaut, Ohio, we've got a lodge and what we call our cottage in Conneaut. They are side by side right across the street. The lodge has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, and the cottage has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. You know, you can rent either one, or you can, if you have a large group, you could actually rent both of those together. We do all sizes of groups that we have come through for steelhead fishing, for walleye fishing, for everything. And we just try and keep it nice and comfortable. Great place to come back to, you know, get a warm meal, relax, watch some TV, watch a football game, go to bed, get ready to be out there the next day.
And that's number 1 to me.
Yes.
Good night's sleep after a long day on the water.
Very important, yes.
Kurt and I drove to Elk Creek to check out the fishing. We met up with famed guide and author Josh Miller, who was busy with some clients from New Jersey. The water was low and clear here, and they were having a great time fishing to a riffle that was full of fresh steelhead. After chatting with Josh for a bit, we all headed to a popular fixture in this region, the Elk Creek Sports and Convenience Store, which is also home to Tudor Hook and Nook. This fantastic resource is home to all things needed for fishing. I did a little shopping, picked up some fly tying materials, and also some swivels. Plus, they serve delicious food to help reinvigorate cold and tired anglers. After lunch, Kurt took me upstream on Elk Creek to fish a pool that surprisingly had no anglers on it, yet was full of fish. However, slow and deep water like this requires some technical skills for a proper and successful presentation. Kurt was there to help me do it right. Kurt, you brought me to a new spot. It's real pretty. We've got about another hour and a half of light, and this is very different water. We've been on a lot of moving water. This one's moving, but it's very slow, deep, and obviously, you know, you've been adjusting the rig here, adjusting the tippet, you've been adjusting the weight. That's really critical, isn't it, when you go fishing here?
Very critical, and so today we have low, clear water, and we got a bunch of fish in front of us, but they're going to be very spooky. Yeah. So we downsized the indicator. We got a white indicator on to try and kind of look like the bubbles. We've dropped to one small split shot, yes. And you know, in this case we got a real small. We got a bead and a nymph on, or you could use like a size 16 screamer blood dot. But yeah, we're definitely downsizing. Whereas yesterday we were using the zonkers and the bigger eggs because we were fishing bigger water and had more color.
But the rule of thumb is, if we can, the heaviest tippet you can to get those fish in as quick as you can.
It's difficult to land these fish. They're big fish. So the fish in front of us, there's multiple 10-pound fish in front of us right now. So yes, we're going to try and get away with the bigger, and we can always downsize. We can always drop it down, but it's much easier to land them on a little heavier tippet. It's better for the fish. We get them in quicker and get them released.
That made them take off.
You just made him mad. That's perfect though,
that
because you're changing rod angles. Changing rod angles is very important, because if you don't keep the pressure on them, they will not get tired. So it's a fine line between keeping good heavy pressure, but letting them go when they're going to take off.
And I know you told me this in the truck, but another reason why you gotta have quality equipment, leaders, tippets, and I say it again and again in the shows, especially with fish that are this strong, because you'll have a lousy day of break-offs, especially you have to go down in tippet size like we've had to because of this clear, slow water to be successful.
Yep. And again, that's where that big rod that's got enough backbone but has a lot of bend in the top end is real important.
So where do you want to bring him? Down here?
We're just going to land him right down here.
Okay. I think I can get him. It's almost still a little green, but...
Oh yeah. Sometimes you'll have two guys in one spot using the exact same thing, and one guy's catching all the fish. It's totally because he's got a better presentation.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a great take there.
So it comes up a bit there.
Yep, we're right on the edge of that ledge, and at least there we've got a little bit of current, which gives us a little better float speed. Definitely a little better position there. We can get that stroke. Oh, there he is. Nice.
Oh! Clearly a take.
That was awesome. That was cool. We got the cool jump.
The agony of defeat, though.
Nice.
It's coming right towards the edge, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good drift right there. Hit him. Nice.
Got him.
Nice.
That was neat.
Oh no, oh no. There we go. Nice recovery, Colin.
Whoa.
Nice. And that just took that little egg.
It did.
Yes, it did. Nice take, Colin.
Oh, look at that. In the sun.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
Oh, real. So this is, again, how we're fighting that fish. Look, Colin, he's cranking like crazy. That fish, he hooked it and ran to the tail of the pole and did the classic, just run right back in.
I'll tell you what. We want to land him down there, right?
Yep. I'm going to get below you.
You did a great job walking me into that fish, Kurt.
Nice.
How could anybody not like this?
This is what we said. Again, this is
Alaska fishing.
A drive-to destination, and you know, I don't know really, even to see this many big steelhead in a pool. I mean, just amazing. Colin's got the fish is fighting the current, and he's fighting Colin's rod, and he's getting what we call down and dirty. He's really using that butt end of the rod to put pressure on that fish. If we're just staying straight up and down all the time, see how when that fish is surging like that, he's making that fish work. And that's really important, because if we just stay straight up and down all the time, it doesn't put nearly as much strain on the fish, and the fight's going to take way longer. So this is a little bit more advanced what he's doing, but when that fish, you change the direction of your rod, according to which way the fish is swimming. Yep, we're doing good. It's coming back, it's coming back.
I just want to make sure he stays away from that shelf.
Yep.
He's starting to come back.
That's another thing Colin did, is he changed angles when he thought that fish was going to run into that shelf, because sometimes they'll try and cut that line off on this slate.
Wow, power.
Powerful fish.
So we got him back down in front of us.
Yep, coming down, coming down.
Well, he's fighting like a big fish.
Yeah. Colin's a little more advanced. He's using some palm pressure on the reel. When you're new at this, you just let the drag do its thing. But as you get more comfortable fighting fish, you'll definitely be able to compress the fight a lot more, which is good. Get that fish in and we'll get him released as quick as we can. But it's not, they fight hard and they fight for a while. There we go.
All right.
Nice fish.
He's not even that big a fish, but boy,
No,
what a
boy,
fight.
do they fight. Look at the purple in this fish.
Oh wow, we gotta get a picture of this in the sunlight.
This fish
Unbelievable.
just has incredible colors. Let's see how far up. Oh, there we go, there we go.
What it is, but
Fish.
that was a nice distinctive hit. Real clean.
Oh!
That's a nice jump.
Yeah, it was.
Dark fish. It's trying to go in that current.
Yep, doing perfect. Keeping that rod down, yep. Making him work.
He's up in the
Yeah,
current,
and then
fighting it.
once he gets up in those rocks, you lift the rod a little bit so he can't wrap us. Perfect.
Still pretty green.
Yep, it's gonna be a little bit. Oh, he wants to run up.
Trying to go upriver.
Yes, he is. Got him. Nice. Beautiful fish.
Right where we're supposed to be, on the inside of the current. Just as it was going by, indicator didn't pull down, just stopped.
It's a beautiful male.
Nail, really.
Tim, Drew, and Morgan also enjoyed a wonderful day of fishing, catching many steelhead, but they also got into a few brown trout.
We are on Elk Creek today. We're close to the mouth of Elk, so this is a really good spot to go to. A lot of anglers come here, so it's a pretty popular spot, but a lot of fish like to hang out here. So today I have a bead, and then I have a little nymph below it. I have a size 16 bead here. Something to make sure when you're fishing is you want this bead to be an inch and above your hook below it. Right now I have on a size 12 hook. This bead will move. Sometimes you snag bottom, you want to check it, or especially if you have a fish, it's going to move too. So that's just something you want to make sure is there. Otherwise, that fish comes to hit it and it's not where it needs to be, fish isn't going to be on your hook. And then below it, I've got this little nymph here, right there. Today is low clear water, so it's a little bit smaller setup than what I'm typically going to be having for steelhead.
After cleaning up back at our accommodations, we headed out to one of the top restaurant destinations in Conneaut, known as Sparky's. Famed for great food, beverages, and atmosphere. This waterfront restaurant was the perfect place to unwind, tell stories of giant fish caught and lost, and of course, enjoy some great laughs together. It's our last day of fishing. I can't believe how quickly our time here has gone by. Kurt recommended we head to the Grand River in Ohio, as conditions were perfect for a fresh run of steelhead. Of importance to Tim, these waters are ideal for casting a two-handed rod and swinging flies. This last day was equally important to me, as I finally had a chance to be guided by Morgan Bidekoffer.
Finally, I got a chance to fish with you. Been with your dad last few days, and wonderful fishing. But we're in new waters. We're on the Grand River here in Ohio.
Yes.
I'm going to really look to you for advice on where we're going to be going and where you think the fish are going to be and why.
So they're probably going to be in this lower section we've got. They're going to be in the little choppier stuff, most likely. They might be sitting without, so we'll make sure we're working each pockets of the water. We'll start in closer, go to the center, and work out farther. It's something really important not to just start far out. We want to start in closer, see if there's any fish there, and continue working through it. But majority of them, I think, are going to be in the bottom of this.
And I guess the key for me, besides not falling in the river and going downstream like a bobber, is to not put it in the trees, right?
Yes, we have lots of trees around us right now, so that's something else. Before you start fishing, it's always good to, number one, look at your water, but to also look to see what's behind you, what branches you have behind you, what might be above you.
So why don't we step in and we'll get going here.
Sounds good. Okay. I just want to work through this a little bit before we step out.
Yeah, a little farther, right?
Yep, a little farther if you can.
I almost wonder if it should be longer for the indicator, only because I don't know the depth, but sometimes it gets it down more.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too, about moving your indicator a little bit.
The indicator a little more weight, but then you get...
Yeah. Let me move your indicator a little bit.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'm just going to let the swing happen, because sometimes I pick up fish that way.
If you feel comfortable, you can try stepping back a little bit too.
Yeah.
But if not, don't. You just stay there and I'll wrangle this fish in.
So I'll bring him to you right here.
Yes, yep.
Okay.
We'll try and get him in the slower stuff here. He's going to want to stay in that current, so yep, you're doing everything right. It's hard side pressure on that fish to get his head to turn out of the current towards me. He's probably going to go once you get him out of that.
Well, I'm going to bet. Whoa, this is a good sized fish. Man, is he using that current? He is using that current. Woo!
Great.
Just bring it over
Get
here.
a hold of him. Yep.
Get fish the two of us together. Woo! Great start. Come on in here.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice work.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
She walked me right into that fish. Can we go fish it again?
Yes, let's go.
That was great.
All right, we're gonna do the same thing as last time. Just gonna work my way below you because that fish is gonna run.
Oh, he's off.
Popped off.
Just head up.
Little guy.
Head up.
Got it.
All right.
Some action for us. So something else that's really important for us to be doing, we're out in the water, we're fishing, is look for any trash that's laying around. If you see anything, pick it up. It's great to bring a bag with you if you can. I usually keep one in my backpack and just try and pick things up as I'm walking or see things. For me, I'm a guide. I'm out in this water almost every day. It's really important to be picking up after other people sometimes, or the water also washes up a lot of trash too from other places.
After working this riffle over well, Morgan suggested we head downriver to where her dad was guiding Tim and Drew. It was a treat to watch Tim cast and swing flies. The principal flies we used on this Great Lakes steelhead trip were egg patterns, like blood dots, in varying colors in sizes 10 to 14. Streamer patterns that worked well included the White Death in sizes 8 or 10, Kurt's Creek Minnow, size 6 to 8, I had Morgan discuss what the best weight setup was for fishing these waters and how important it is to change this up based on water depth and speed.
All right, so I'm going to talk about weights a little bit. So I use 3 different sizes of weights. I have B. Oh. Fish smashed it. So I use B, BB, and 3/0. Just different sizes of what we're using. It's really important to switch up your weights depending on where you're fishing and how heavy your current is, how deep of water. You also will need to adjust your indicator too if you're moving different spots. If you're moving somewhere shallower, you want to shorten up your indicator. Going somewhere deeper, lengthen your indicator a little bit, just move it. Adjusting can help a lot. It's really important to have flies on that are going to get the fish's attention, but if you can't present those flies properly, it's only going to do so much for you.
We had such a fantastic trip. It seemed only proper that Kurt and Morgan fish with us for the remainder of the day. Even Jeff Blood joined us that afternoon. Tim, Drew, and I had a spectacular time fishing with Kurt and Morgan Bidekoffer, and certainly learned a great deal. Whether you need a guide, comfortable accommodations, or both, we strongly recommend you contact Kurt's Charters for your next Great Lakes steelhead fishing trip to Ohio or Pennsylvania. Of course, you can learn more in our information-packed website. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you on the water.
The new fly fisher is supported by Quebec Outfitters, Nunavik Tourism, Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada,